What up, YouTube? Timu's here. Here is my review for another Tyler Perry film, which is probably my favorite Madea movie, by the way, and that is Madea Goes to Jail. Now, this time around, you got the character Madea once again portrayed by Tyler Perry, who ends up having a high-speed car chase because she gets pretty pissed that someone is like in her spot, and so she pretty much does gets her moving the old Madea way by pretty much slamming her car to the other person's car, and then she ends up pretty much fleeing from police after her after the woman calls her husband, who's actually a cop. So yeah, and then here, like, you even had Madea on I believe it was Dr. Phil, if I'm not mistaken. That was pretty funny to see Madea on Dr. Phil. That always cracked me up right there. And so she, of course, Madea ends up, being behind bars because, and not to mention her assistant district attorney Josh Haraway, portrayed by Derek Luke, also ends up landing on her case that's also true, personal and all that. And he ends up, there's also like a romance storyline here where he ends up pretty much, where of course he is like engaged to another DA who's district attorney, who's the beautiful character named Linda, portrayed by Ayan Overman, who has like a very successful career in the courtroom, but his like less carefree past ends up coming back to haunt him here. And not to mention, Madea ends up going to prison, and she ends up pretty much helping out this drug dealer, prostitute here, who's of course his name Candace, who is portrayed by Keisha Knight Pullum, who you guys might know as Rudy Huxtable from The Cosby Show. It was always weird seeing Rudy from The Cosby Show as a prostitute. Yeah. Yet again, it's also weird to see to see the family Huxtable in the news, and it's not good. Anyway, that's a topic for another time. I think Keisha Knight Pullum was pretty solid. It's a shame that she doesn't really hardly do anything anymore. I mean, of course, she is best known for Rudy from The Cosby Show, and I always adore her on The Cosby Show, so it's kind of interesting to see her in a role like this. And of course, the way she ends up getting into prison, she ends up pretty much seducing a undercover cop, and that's how she gets locked away. But anyway, you also had some other interesting good cast lists. Like, you even had Viola Davis was pretty good in this. You had Tamela and David Mann once again reprising their roles as Cora and Leroy Brown. Of course, this is actually more of like a follow-up to Meet the Browns. And you even had Vanessa Ferlito was pretty solid in this. Sofia Vergara was in this one. The chemistry between Derek Luke and Ayan Overman was pretty good. Aisha Hines from 911 fame was pretty good in this. You even had a funny cameo by Steve Harvey. You even had Al Sharpton, which I'm not really that much of a fan of. You even had the hosts of The Views were in this. I mean, you had an interesting group of cameos and all that. But Madea, Madea Goes to Jail, like I said, is my favorite out of the Madea movies. It's really funny, probably one of the funniest ones there is. Madea just goes insane in this one. I mean, the whole card thing was pretty fun to watch. I mean, it was pretty messed up, but I always got kicked out of that scene. The chemistry between, like I said, the chemistry between Derek Luke and Jan was pretty solid. The interaction between Tyler Perry, between Madea and Keisha Knight Pullum's Candace character definitely sells this film pretty well. It's a really decent watch. Like I said, it's my favorite out of the Madea films. Always got kicked out of this one. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen Madea Goes to Jail? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was some of your favorite parts in it? Some of your favorite moments? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timu signing.